What's up, guys? Jay, MorninAfterKill, and welcome back to episode 12 of my Sunday Q&A. Now, this is a series where we take a step back from all the guides, tips, and tricks, and sharks taking bites out of my dick, and we get to know each other just a little bit better by answering your questions. Now, if you want to go ahead and ask me a question for next week, go ahead and leave it in the comment section down below on this video, and this video only. Don't go ahead and leave it on all the other videos I have, because I'm not going to go through every single goddamn video I have looking for a Q&A fucking questions. Let's keep it simple, guys. Questions in the comment section of this video down below, and it's possible that your question will be up on the screen next week. But remember, the better, more well thought out questions have a better chance of being answered. So if you're gonna ask something stupid like, MAK, how big is your dick? Yeah, that's just not gonna get answered. Like, seriously, why would you even want to know that? Even if I told you how big my dick is, it's not gonna benefit you in any way, shape, or form. So there's no reason why you should even possibly want to know that. But last night, I was streaming, and I got a bit drunk, and, you know, I haven't gone to sleep yet, but I did lay down for a few hours and watch Friday, which is pretty much as close to being asleep as you can be while still being awake, because it's a pretty relaxing, funny movie. Lay down on the couch watching that. But if you listen to me and you hear my voice is a little bit fucked up, it's because, well, we were having a little bit of fun last night on the Twitches. So let's go ahead and get to these questions. So I go ahead and pass out for about 8 hours, wake up, take a shower, and then see about maybe streaming some GTA 5 heists later tonight. See how my voice box feels for you guys. So the first question comes from Kargoth Steelfang, who says, I don't know if you ever went over it, but why is it that you don't like Avenged Sevenfold? God damn it. I knew I wasn't going to be able to escape this question forever, and it's actually been asked on almost every single Q&A for like the last few weeks by multiple people as well. So let's go ahead and rewind time, and we're going to go ahead and start from the top. For those of you guys that's never been to my Twitch.tv live streams, I time out people and eventually ban people for talking about Avenged Sevenfold. It's one of my very strict rules on my live stream, which is funny because, you know, you go ahead and talk shit about me all you want, and I'll talk shit back. I might even roast you for a few minutes. But you mention Avenged Sevenfold, and it's an automatic nope.exe. Nope. Nope. Peace punch, Captain motherfucking Crunch. That shit just ain't happening, Captain. And the reason why is, well, because I don't like pop music. Alright. I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are like really mad about me saying this, but Avenged Sevenfold, to me, in my opinion, is everything that's wrong with music today. It's fake metal. That's what it is. It's music that's pop enough to sell to kids, but still kind of edgy and hardcore enough for kids to feel like they're true metalheads. It's hot topic music. It's the same shit like back in the 90s when we had ICP, the Insane Clown Posse. It's just music that has no depth to it. It's superficial, and it's fake, and it's meant to make money and sell merchandise to kids. Not to mention that live, yes, I have seen Avenged Sevenfold live, guys. So before you guys come here, clickety clack back. Oh, but you gotta see them live to get all the talent and the skill. And let's talk about how they butchered Pantera's song "Walk." Absolutely horrendous. No, there is no forgiving a band that has the balls to cover a Pantera song, and to cover it terribly. Now, I wouldn't have as much of a problem as I do with them if it was just left to that. But the problem is that 90% of Avenged Sevenfold fans will sit there and try to argue with me till they're blue in the face at how awesome they are and how I should listen to them. And because I'm not actually listening to the music and what they're speaking, and possibly I can't understand the lyrics because they're screaming. Man, go fuck yourself, kid. I listen to all different types of music, and metal is that one genre that's always going to be there in my heart. I'm a metalhead till the day that I die. But I don't have any room in my heart for posers that make mockery of everything that metal stands for. Just to line their own pockets, sell merchandise, and shitty mobile games. That is why I don't like Avenged Sevenfold. Not to be a dick or anything, I don't want to argue about it. I don't want to discuss it. This is my feelings about them. You don't have to like it. But, once again, you do have to respect my opinion and the fact that I don't want to discuss this any further. Especially in the comment section. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next question from Marcel. Last name. He wants to know, MAK, we all know you smoked weed, but what are your thoughts on some more hardcore drugs? Man, marijuana, you in here for some weed? Marijuana's not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke. I seen him. How about that, tough guy? You ever suck some dick for some weed? I have no idea why your question reminded me of that scene from fucking Half-Baked with Bob Saget, but that's absolutely fucking hilarious. But honestly, realistically, come on, dude. Do you really think I'm gonna sit here and advocate hardcore drug use? I mean, do you know how horrible of a situation it is to be in a jacuzzi on a Friday night with two bitches slapping ass and snorting lines in a shady hotel room that costs $65 a night? It's horrible. Get out of here, Dewey. You don't want none of this shit. But seriously though, I know that I say that weed's not a really big deal, and it really isn't. It's just a plant. You set it on fire, you happen to get high. That's how weed works. But everything else is like processed shit that's designed to get you fucked up, and like shit like coke, crack, Hey-Ron, man. Well, let me tell you, I've seen a lot of my friends fuck up their lives on that shit, man. My aunt herself, she died of a heroin overdose when I was young. I was probably like 13 years old, somewhere around then at the time. But yeah, my cousin walked in, found her laying on the floor with a needle sticking out of her arm. Fucking shot up a speedball. Fucking heroin mixed with coke. Fucking got a little bit of that air inside of her veins. Killed herself by accident. You know, that's the road, man. That's the road that you travel on. Like, you know, even a couple of kids in my graduating class, they died shortly after graduation from a hot shot of some battery acid. You don't even know what the fuck you're getting half the time in that shit, man. It's a rough life. You don't want to see that part of life, man. It's a long, lonely road. And like I said, half the time you don't even know what the fuck you're getting in that shit. It's best to just stay away from all that shit. Because honestly, I know they tell you in school, like, oh yeah, you fucking one shot of that and you possibly could be addicted for life. That shit's no joke, you know. I watch people try some shit. One time they put their mouth on that glass dick, man. And they fucking ain't pulling them fucking lips away from that goddamn glass dick. Even when they got fucking burn marks all over their mouth from that shit fucking burning them, getting all hot and shit. Don't give a fuck. Keep fucking sucking on that glass dick. One hit, man. One hit can send you reeling like for the rest of your life. Don't do it, man. That shit's some scary, fucked up shit. So, yeah, just stay away from all that shit in general. If you haven't done it by now in your life, you don't need it. And if you have done it and you don't have an addiction to it, don't even go near it again, man. You got lucky. You got lucky. So, let's go ahead and move on to the next question from Beefy HD, who actually has a really, really good question. He asks, is growing older and becoming independent a scary experience? This is absolutely hilariously uncanny that you asked this, because literally just last weekend, I was sitting in my living room and I had a little bit of a smile on my face. My girlfriend was like, "Fuck you looking at? So funny to you." And I had to explain to her. I was like, "Well, this is my adult life. Well, welcome to my adult life." She was like, even more like puzzled. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I had to tell her. I was like, when I was a kid, I always sat around and wondered, what would my adult life, my adult house look like? My furniture, the things I own, hell, the house in general that I lived in, the neighborhood, what was my adult life like? And I was sitting here and marveling about it, and I thought about it when I was like 13, 14 years old, just wondered what it's like to have a job, and having to hold down that job no matter what, because no one else is paying my bills. And it all seemed kind of scary, just like, getting out there and living on your own. But I can tell you that it's not as scary as it sounds, because you even said it yourself inside your question. You're growing. And in life, that's a powerful thing. Not just in age, but in experience, too. So, the skills that you get to take care of yourself, you don't develop them overnight. Along the way, there's going to be some bumps and bruises that are going to give you the life experience that you need to better equip yourself to handle that situation as you come across it again in the future. And it's not always going to be easy. I'm probably like the most extreme of cases, but I mean, I've been evicted from my first apartment. I've slept on couches, floors, shit, even there's some nights where I slept in the backseat of my car. But that just proves that if I can make it through those situations and come out to where I am, 32 years old, and having what looks like a stable financial situation, back in the day, I was 3,000 miles away from anyone that I knew that would be able to help me. I didn't have anybody to fall back on when I moved from New Jersey to California. And, I feel like that if I can go through that and come out on the other side in halfway decent shape, you'll be just fine figuring out your life past high school. Because before you know it, you're going to be 24 years old, trying to get the keys in the doorknob because you're afraid this bitch you're trying to nail is going to come to her senses and realize that this is a bad idea before you get her inside your apartment. And your roommate's going to be yelling at you to keep it down because he's already mad that you already drank a few of his beers earlier, and you didn't even have the decency to call him to tell him that you were going to the bar so he could come with you and cock block you for drinking his beers earlier in the night. Youth. How I miss thee. And last but not least, we have Crunchy Oreo, who says, I just found out that one of my close friends that I've had a crush on for a while thinks of me as a brother. Any advice? Friend zone! Honestly, dude, move the fuck on. I know that's gonna sound harsh, and before you come at me, bro, like an anteater, you gotta listen to me and hear me out, motherfucker. Lend me your ear, biatch! First off, women in their fucking friend zone, that shit's hilarious. From my point of view, anyway, because as shitty as it feels to be put in the friend zone, eventually, all them dudes in the friend zone are gonna move on, get married, and have kids. But bitches that put dudes in friend zones, they're stuck wondering why the fuck they're in the club, 35 years old, trying to keep up with 20-somethings with big fat asses, nice plump titties bouncing around, and have more energy than 5-hour energy if it drank 5-hour motherfucking energy. And every single one of those dudes that was in the friend zone throughout her entire life would have been perfect for her. But she's too stuck up waiting for the perfect package to come along without realizing what they have right in front of them. So yeah, fuck them bitches. No sweat off the sack, man. Just brush it off. Brush it off. Just fucking dust yourself off, move on. And number 2, the easiest way if you really want to get out the friend zone, stop being her friend. I try telling this to people all the time. You want out of the friend zone? Stop being her friend. You can't be in a friend zone if you're not her friend. You gotta stop being available for her. You gotta stop hanging out with her. Stop returning her texts when she's crying. You can't be there to make her feel better. And then, when you're not around, she's gonna start to realize how much good of a person you are and how much fun that she has hanging out with you. And if she doesn't, fuck it. She wasn't worth the trouble in the first place. That's, once again, it goes back to the end of number 1. No sweat off the sack. Just brush it off. Now, if that all happens and you really want to get underneath her skin and drive that point home, since you know this girl pretty goddamn well, I'm pretty sure you know who she likes, who she doesn't, the people she's friends with, the girls that she hates, because every girl has a pack of girls that she hates. It's just how it is. You really want to drive that point home? Find one of those bitches that she hates. Get all skanky with her in public. All up in there, just kissing her, blah, 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 grabbing some hair, maybe slapping some, slap that ass, baby. Because there's nothing like a little bit of jealousy to turn up the heat in that kitchen, baby. But, well, honestly, she sounds like a terrible match for you, and you should probably find a girl that suits you a little bit better, that's going to appreciate the type of friend that you're willing to be, because girls don't realize this. They're like, oh, friends make bad boyfriends. That's why you sitting there talking shit about all your other boyfriends on Facebook, isn't it, right? But then when it comes down to it, you're going to call your friends. Right? If you really want to know, me and my girlfriend, we're like best friends. We're buddies. We're friends, but we're also, lovers. We're together. You got to be friends with the people that you're with, or else it's not going to work. Because if you can't sit there and laugh about shit that's on the TV together, that shit ain't gonna work. It really ain't. Because then you're just gonna be fighting over the TV. You're like, monster trucks! And she's gonna be like, Lifetime! How about we watch girls on Lifetime get run over by monster trucks? She's like, that's only okay if somebody gets slapped and there's a man beater in there. Because that's how a Lifetime movie works, right? Can't have a man on Lifetime without him being a woman beater. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. If you got a question for next week's Q&A, leave it in the comment section down below on this video and this video only. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for subscribing. My name's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm going to see you guys later.